Have you ever consciously asked yourself how many times you have been born? I was born once, not twice. I did not come into existence by statute, nor by registration, nor by administrative entry made after the fact. Solely by an act of God I came by breath. What followed my birth was not creation but recording. A description of an event, later converted into paper, then into presumption, then into an administrative persona that has no breath. It never repented, and could never stood before God. That paper thing was named, formatted, and cataloged. It exists. I do not deny that. But it exists only as a record, and a record is not a man. From childhood onward, I was trained, not deceived with malice, but conditioned with repetition to answer for what was written, perform for what was recorded, and act as something that was never alive. Samuel Johnson told us long ago what it means to act. It means to bear a borrowed character, to counterfeit and to feign by action. And so the system does not ask who I am. It asks only whether I will act, whether I will sign, respond, or whether I will animate the record. This is how presumption functions. The paper and the system wait until a living man supplies motion. But I am not motion for a fiction. I am not breath for a ledger. And I am not the conscience for a construct. The legal persona, the registered, certificated, administratively named entity, is not wicked in itself. It is simply soulless and empty, and therefore it requires one. Thus confusion enters, because when a man unknowingly lends his conscience to maintain an artificial thing, he begins to feel divided. Pressure builds without understanding why. There is debt without memory of agreement, coupled with obligation without knowing the origin. This is not rebellion. It is error through inheritance of assumption. And Scripture is very clear. Where presumption governs, bondage follows. Now please hear me carefully. I do not deny civil authority, reject order, and I certainly do not seek chaos. Romans tells us plainly that civil powers are ordained by God for the administration of the temporal realm. But ordination of power is not the same as ownership of conscience. God did not grant the administrative state my soul. He did not grant it my breath, and he did not grant it my standing before him. And Christ did not redeem paper. He redeemed men. Therefore clarity, not conflict, is required. So I make this known. I do not act as the legal persona. I do not perform as the registered fiction. I do not consent to be presumed as the administrator of an entity that exists only on paper, created after the fact, for regulatory and accounting purposes. And now in peace and conscience and without hostility, I address the civil powers. By conscience protected under the Charter, and by faith owed to God alone, I relinquish administrative duty for the state-created, birth-registered, certificated persona. I do not destroy it, hide it, nor misuse it for personal gain. I return its administration to the very authority that issued it. Let the paper be governed by paper, and let the record be governed by record. Let the civil powers ordained by God for civil matters administer their own creation in the public interest. As for me, I remain what I always was, a man, a living being, not an administrative record. I am accountable to God. Presumption has no standing. I do not oppose the system. I simply step out of confusion. I do not claim exemption. What I claim is clarity. Render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, and render unto God what was never Caesar's to take. That is you, the living being. I speak this as Christian man Daniel, in peace, in truth, and in rest.